What's up, guys? Welcome back to We Watch the Movie. Mike here, and I'm again in this cubicle darkness, mysterious place that I like to call cubicle, I watched a movie called Regression with Ethan Hawke in it, and this movie is directed by the guy who directed The Others. This is his first, notable real movie that's wide release. I don't know what fucking words I'm looking for. It's the first movie I've noticed that he's done since The Others. It's basically what I'm trying to say. The Others, love it or hate it, it's got its own feel to it. It's a strange movie. It's memorable, at least at the very core of its tip. I watched this blind, no trailer, no nothing, so that might give a little bit of a hint to why I feel better about this movie than a lot of people do. Because afterwards, I watched the trailer. Trailer makes it seem almost better and almost like something else, but it was still good. I thought this kind of was a kick-ass movie for me personally. It's this detective, and he goes on this case where a girl's been molested by her dad, but he doesn't remember anything. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy that would do that. So they bring in this psychiatrist to try to unlock his mind using something they call regression. They borrowed Morgan Freeman's TikTok thing from Seven. They put it in front of them, and they insinuate things to them, make them try to remember what happened, and all this stuff gets untied with this satanic cult. It's supposed to be partly based on our true story. Everybody's going crazy because of Satanics. That sounds like a good metal band name, but because of Satanism and all this crazy stuff that's going on because of that, there's this cult going around raping people and killing babies and shit. So yeah, it's really, really scary, is what you think. So that's where the title Regression comes from. It stars Emma Watson as the girl that was supposedly molested. It's more of a noir detective film than it is a horror film. We thought it was so cool the way they did that. Could have used a better movie poster than just Ethan Hawke's face just looking angry. Ethan Hawke was a badass in this movie, and I thought he was really good. It was a really nice noir detective film, like I said, more so than a horror film, but the Satan stuff that they did freaked me out at times. There was times they all had this white makeup and shit, and just the way that they looked and the way they handled him, there were some scary scenes in it, because Satanistic cults are scary as fuck beans. Emma Watson was good in it. Ethan Hawke was good in it. I'm not sure why this movie's getting like a 5.0 on IMDb. I thought it was a lot better than that, but I think it's all about expectations when you talk about movies. Sometimes movies can do this thing where, especially with horror movies, where they lead you up to something. They tell you something's going to happen, and they tell you something is happening. Now, either they can take that away in a cool way by saying, it's not what you thought it was because of this cool explanation. And then there's another way where they can just be like, dream sequence bullshit, and you know, kind of cop out. This movie walks a fine line at certain times with what's real and what's not, and what's really happening. It plays tricks with you, and that might make some people mad, but as a whole, even if I didn't love exactly where the movie ended up, it freaked me out at times. I enjoyed the characters in the movie, especially Ethan Hawke's character. And, you know, he's a detective, and he goes through some shit in this movie. I mean, for God's sakes, to give the guy a break, his first day on the job, he had to go face-to-face with Denzel Washington. I'm talking about Training Day. That was a terrible joke. I didn't know you liked to get wet, Jake. I give this a strong 7.5. I really, really enjoyed this movie in the way that, I enjoy The Butterfly Effect. I know not a lot of people like that movie, but I think it's a dark, good film to watch, and even if it didn't live up to certain people's expectations of it, it's a fun movie to watch. It's scary at times. It's a nice detective film, and I enjoyed the shit out of it a lot. So I enjoyed Regression. I recommend at least checking it out. It's not going to change your mind. It's not going to scare the panties off your dog. Why do you have panties on your dog? Comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought of the movie, if you saw it, and if not, what's your favorite Ethan Hawke role of all time? He's been in some good shit. Some people knock Ethan Hawke. I don't get it. Mine's definitely Training Day. Jake Hoyt. That's it, guys. I love your faces. Follow us at We Watch a Movie on Twitter. And again, sorry about the background, but I just want to make fucking videos. I do it on the toilet if it was socially acceptable. Anyways, guys, if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and get some wham up in you.
We watched a movie. We watched a movie.